Hey everyone, welcome back. So here's something I didn't expect to say in 2025. Bethesda is releasing a physical deluxe edition of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. But is it actually a CD or a fancy box with a digital code within?
This is going to be really fucking awkward.
They teased it recently on the official Elder Scrolls Twitter/X account with this post on September 29th. When you've cleared 2 goblin caves, an underwater shipwreck, and the entire town of Hackdirt, and you still can't remember where you picked this item up. What really caught my eye was the image attached. That iconic parchment UI, complete with Nirnroot, Nightshade, and a few too many of Maincar Cameron's commentaries. Right there in the inventory, there's something out of place. A glowing, fully rendered physical deluxe edition of Oblivion Remastered, and beneath it, a clean timestamp dated for October 13th, 2025, a physical release date. Let's talk about why this physical release actually matters and why the timing is so interesting. Oblivion dropped in 2006 and was a landmark RPG. Huge open world, fully voice acted, radiant AI, and those unforgettable intros with Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean. It wasn't perfect. Scaling enemies and weird facial animations come to mind, but it redefined the genre. It's one of the most modded games of all time, with a devoted fanbase that's still active 2 decades later. The remaster updates visuals, improves performance, and makes the game more accessible on modern platforms. But if you've followed the community, you know there's a split. Some players think Bethesda and Virtuous nailed it, while others feel like the modding community had already done most of this work years ago, sometimes with more care and more creativity. But before we dive too far into that, we've got to talk about the shadow looming over this whole thing: Game Pass. Game Pass Ultimate is getting yet another price hike. The monthly cost for Game Pass Ultimate is jumping to $29.99 per month in the United States, and the introduction of a new essential tier that removes day 1 releases altogether and shrinks the library down to just over 50 titles. You're paying more, but you own nothing. Games rotate out, your favorite RPG could disappear overnight. And if you're juggling multiple subscriptions like myself, the cost gets heavy fast. That's what's reassuring about this release, assuming it actually includes a CD. You can buy something and not worry about it vanishing if a service changes its lineup or shuts down. Yeah, most PCs don't even have CD drives anymore. You need a little portable one just to play it, but it is better than losing access entirely to enshittification. For players who grew up with discs, manuals, and boxes lined up on a shelf, that kind of permanence still matters. And with the digital prices rising and ownership sinking, this kind of release sends a signal that people still want the option to buy and keep what they play. And with Oblivion back in the spotlight, it's impossible not to think about the people who never let it fade in the first place, the Skyblivion team. While Bethesda's remaster has brought Cyrodiil back into the mainstream conversation, Oblivion has been quietly rebuilt by modders for years. Now, thanks to the remaster, people are finally noticing. I'm hoping that with the physical deluxe edition out there, the conversation around Oblivion only grows louder, and that chatter helps push Skyblivion across the finish line. In the meantime, I'll be recording a full Oblivion Remastered series. I haven't decided if we should lean into an alchemist adventure or go a completely different route, but either way, I want this to be a well-rounded run. Ideally, I'd love to finish around the time Skyblivion launches. That feels like the perfect handoff. I want to hear from you. Does a physical copy of Oblivion still matter to you? Are you holding out for Skyblivion? And what do you think about the Game Pass price hikes? Are they pushing you toward physical ownership, or are you still all in on subscriptions? For me, as much as I love the convenience of Game Pass, I'm leaning toward canceling my subscription entirely. The games rotate out, and the odds are the ones I actually want will go on sale anyway. Between that and ESO Plus at $14.99 US a month, not even counting the 2025 Content Pass, the costs stack up quickly. At the end of the day, I know nobody can take away my Elder Scrolls Anthology copies. And slowly but surely, I've been rebuilding my old Sims 2 physical collection too, thanks to the community and some lucky thrift shop finds. Especially with everything going on around EA and that buyout news, it just reinforces how fragile digital libraries really are. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think that the other pre-order Oblivion content on the Bethesda Gear Shop currently will ship out with the Physical Deluxe Edition? Will there be a Super Ultimate Bundle? A limited edition 20-year bundle with original Oblivion copies as well as the remaster? Will Skyrim re-release? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on all things Elder Scrolls. I'm about halfway done with another 30+ minute long Foraging Fauna and Flora video. And this one is all about a certain ingredient that was once punishable by death if you picked it without the Emperor's blessing. Let's just say it was truly a fruit to die for. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in Cyrodiil.